Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in to our first virtual playgroup session as part of the services we'll be delivering while we're practicing our social distancing over the next few months. What we're hoping to do each week is deliver a little bit of information, so some content for families, parents, children, some songs, some activities, a book, just a different few bits and pieces that you can tune in and engage with while we are spending some extra time with our families. So this week's theme is dental health, and I thought I'd start with running through a bit of information about how looking after children's baby teeth can be just as important and set the good habits for looking after the adult teeth that come next. So Dental Health Victoria has given us some information on how baby teeth count to, and how there's some easy ways that we can work on looking after our baby teeth. So first point, baby teeth are important. As I was saying, the habits that we help the children build to look after their first set of teeth will carry on into our second set of teeth. And another tip that even I didn't know as a first-time parent was take care of baby's teeth as soon as they appear. So that can mean once your first couple of teeth come through, just rubbing them with a wet face washer over the tooth can help. And obviously as they get older, building up to using a toothbrush. Up until 18 months of age, they only need water on the toothbrush, and it's more about getting them used to the sensation of opening their mouth, getting in there, helping them brush all their teeth, and just that feeling and sensation. But yeah, so absolutely, it's never too early to start children getting used to teeth brushing and looking after their mouths. This is a classic tip, so brushing your teeth twice a day, after breakfast and before bed. And I guess those points are obviously, once you've eaten, you're trying to brush your teeth and make sure that any residue from your meals and drink have been washed away before you're spending a long time either having a sleep or starting it and getting into your day. So that's one that we'd all be familiar with, no doubt. So how to brush. There's sort of 4 simple steps with this, and to give you a bit of a demonstration, I've got my wonderful friend here, and he is a wonderful, wonderful helper, and is really, really good at opening up wide and listening to my instructions. So here's our little dino friend, and there are 4 steps. So the guide says tiny circles around every tooth, then you go back and forth over the tops of your teeth, do the outside of your teeth and then the inside. So, and the 4th step is that when you're finished, spit out the toothpaste but don't rinse. And the tip behind that is that any leftover toothpaste in your mouth with the fluoride will actually help protect your teeth a little bit. But we will do a little demonstration with my friend here. Okay, so tiny circles along every tooth. So starting at the back, and it literally is just doing a circular motion from the top gum down to the bottom gum and around. So you start at the back, all the way around the front, watch his tongue there, and then around to the other side. Okay, and they can be nice and slow. There's no rush. The slower the better. You're trying to contact every surface as much as you can. Back and forth. So once you open your mouth up, it's on the tops of your teeth. Back and forth on your bottom teeth and also on the tops. And again, for your children, particularly your young guys, it's going to take a little bit of time for them to get used to it, but it's all about getting them used to it and doing it often. Dental Health Victoria also advised that children up to about the age of 7 probably need help brushing their teeth. So even once they get into primary school, just taking that time every now and again to make sure that they're practicing the right techniques, which will save you less time with the dentist, hopefully. And then step 3, so you've done your outside. Now you need to do the inside, which is not as easy, obviously. Getting right in, opening wide up and getting in at the backs of the teeth. And going in. And then after that, obviously spitting out the toothpaste. And then, yeah, you're pretty much done. So it is a process that is, it's not going to be a quick one. And again, it's all about familiarising your children with the process, and the more that they're familiar and the more comfortable that they are, hopefully they will begin to enjoy it and obviously be more excited about doing it themselves as they get older. Couple of final tips, obviously, so limiting fruit juice and sugary drinks. We often think fruit juice, oh, it's fruit, it's good for you, good for your health. Unfortunately, fruit has natural sugar and it's sort of naturally acidic as well. So while it's a better option than, say, a soft drink, that acidity and the natural sugar can actually wear into your teeth as well. So obviously, where possible, plain milk and water. And I suppose these are things that if they are going to have sugary drinks or they are going to have a juice, they're also things to consider. Well, maybe have your juice with dinner and then you're brushing your teeth after dinner, so it's not remaining on the teeth to attack into the enamel. And again, combined with that is reducing your sugary snacks. Same sort of thing again. The sugar sits in the gums, it sits in the mouth and attacks your enamel. And I mean, just for general health, obviously, that's one of our aims. Yes. So yeah, again, highlighting that water and milk as much as possible. If you can get your children onto, drinking those, you're doing pretty well. And one of the final tips, which is for more, families with younger children, is that dentists recommend not putting baby to bed with a bottle. And again, that's more because when they're laying down with a bottle, the milk remains in their mouth. So overnight, where their mouth is still sort of filled with this milk residue, it's attacking the baby teeth. So recommendations are teaching bub to use a cup from about 6 months of age, I've heard. But yeah, so, or, even sitting up. So having your bottle and then going to bed. Or, once they hit that 12 months of age, considering, water as an alternative. Again, if it's, or, transitioning onto different comforters. That one is something that can be a little bit more tricky and probably something that your maternal health nurses would have a little bit more advice on. But yeah, so just in general, trying to avoid laying down and spending lots of time with fluids in the mouth. So yeah, and again, that's something that I suppose while we're at home, we've got a bit more time. Perhaps we could take it up for any of our families with younger children. Babies are really, really keen to have a go and obviously mimic us. So if they've been watching us using cups, they're usually pretty excited. We're potentially not as excited about the water going everywhere, but little bits of water in the bottom of the cup and building up, and that can be, a good way to start off. And then, yeah, obviously choosing foods that are calcium rich and just good for you in general. So even harder objects like your carrot sticks and celery, really good for your teeth. And then, you've got your fruit sandwiches, dairy products, not only are good for your body, but also help to, build strong teeth. So dairy is always, a really good way to go. But yeah, so they're our main tips on dental health for younger children. But yeah, obviously getting them involved, get them a toothbrush early, let them have a go. If they're a little bit younger, let them have a try without toothpaste, bit of water and getting in there and having a go. They might be able to have a teddy they might like to practice on. Again, it's all about normalising, these things. And if they get used to it from an early age, it makes it easier for us to continue with it as adults.